Welcome aboard, all you wonderful groomers, pet stylists, and canine cosmetologists. You found the Traveling Groomers Podcast, where we discuss lessons learned from mobile and house call grooming. I'm one of your hosts, Chris Bear Anthony. Any moment now, we'll be joined by my co-host and friend, retired mobile groomer and educator extraordinaire, Mary Oquendo, and very likely a special guest to help us chat about all things grooming, grooming industry related, and just plain fun digressions that I will totally wrangle back to topic. Grab those travel mugs and climb aboard to see where today's topic will bring us. Let's roll! Penny, your provider for professional grooming supplies at great prices. Check their website often for new products, sales, and special offers. For a limited time, save 5% off your order with promo code TRAVELER5. Find what you need to succeed at petedge.com. You like that? I switched it up, Mary.
I see that. So
Mary has been quoting, unbeknownst to her, a song from one of my favorite movies. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 293, recorded on March 12th and will be airing on April 9th.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Mary.
We're just back from the Atlanta Pet Fair.
Uh-huh.
Well, we're calling the Atlanta Pet Fair
Groomed. I'm just getting used to hearing it called Groomed. Just getting used to it.
Okay. So we're a little tired. What else?
She's tired. I tell you, she's pooped. Tired of being admired. Tired of, sorry.
All right. So Atlanta is actually one of my favorite trade shows. And part of the reason is that my daughter lives there. So I got some grandbaby time, which was nice.
Now, which daughter lives there? Is it Amanda?
It's Cindy.
It's Cindy. Amanda was just visiting.
Amanda was just visiting.
Okay.
So you want me to go into the family dynamics for that weekend, do you?
No, I don't. I understand that it was fascinating.
It was very fascinating. And well, even now, I think it's quite humorous. And it's only think that it's humorous because I kind of made it clear I'm working. I don't have time for any of this nonsense.
By the way, Mary, could you name that movie?
Which movie? You're talking to somebody who's not operating on a ton of sleep. I'm tired. You're going to have to give me
the movie with the song I'm Tired that I just sang you a bit of.
No, that's
okay. Never mind. It is probably the most politically incorrect on purpose movies ever, and it's by Mel Brooks, if that
yeah,
tells you anything.
It tells me anything. All right. I was telling people it was the perfect weekend to insult me and me not get it. Would I not have gotten it? That I wouldn't, like a couple days later, go, oh,
did they just?
No, totally gone. Vastness of space.
Okay, so does that mean you're the one who picked out the pizzeria?
No,
okay.
I did not. Hina picked out the pizzeria.
Okay. The pizza looked delicious. The food was very good.
You know what? Okay. For not being New York pizza, it was actually pretty good.
I was impressed. I just looked at it, but I could tell by the crust and the grease dripping off of it. I was like, ooh, that looks like a proper slice of pie.
Yeah. And I had pizza again today. We got a local place, Bar Hop here in Squim, that's really good too.
Okay.
So not New York pizza, but
it is nothing. Nothing is New York pizza. Nothing is, except Jersey pizza, which is pretty much the same thing. I got told I was so New York over the weekend. And I chose to not take that as an insult as a New Jersey person because I knew kind of what they meant. And I grew up like in the shadow of Manhattan. So I'm like, they mean that nicely. Bless their heart.
And the reason that I am so tired is the WPA keeps me very busy at
Yeah.
3 full-day pet first aid classes and a groomer roundtable. I still got shopping done.
And should I make everyone jealous and name drop at the same time by telling you what I am drinking?
Go ahead.
This is homemade fig wine made by the fabulous OG Queen of Color, Dawn Omboy.
Nice.
It is strong. It's like she's calling it wine. It's almost a brandy, so I'm just like sipping at it nicely. Relaxing day. Relaxing evening, not so much the day.
Yeah, you have to bring a little bit of that to Tacoma. Will it be gone by then?
It'll be gone. It'll be long gone by then. It will be long gone by then. If people are lucky, it might come to Intergroom, but yeah.
All right, I'm going to pull a little weight here.
Uh-huh.
All right. You not been sitting on a check for me for almost a year?
No, September is not a year away.
Okay, 6 months.
6 months. Well, that was y'all's fault to trust me to get to the post office.
8 months.
8 months.
So 8 months of interest, I think, deserves a little bit.
Okay, I will see if I can. I will locate a flask, and I will put some in a flask for you because all right, fair. And I just want to say, while I have successfully mailed things out on time to people, trade shows melt brain cells. So to hand me something at a trade show and say, get this to so-and-so. And then that's like, you may as well attach it to a homing pigeon's leg and say, go find Mary Oquendo. Or put it in a bottle and throw it out to sea, because you've got equal chances.
Yeah, as we've learned.
As we have now learned, equal chances of this happening. So listen, I will make that interest up to you in alcohol. I'm fine with that.
Okay. I will accept that.
Yeah, when it's non-trade show related, when it's not like surrounding a trade show, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I can get it done.
All right, I just got a question for you.
Yes.
You slipped the check in with the books, did you? Did I go check those books over there and see if you put the check in the books?
You know what? It's worth a look. I'm not going to lie. It's worth a look. I thought I checked the books. It's worth a look. Why don't we, on our next commercial, you go check the books, because could be.
Okay.
Because that wouldn't make sense.
The
problem is I'm pretty sure I remember going, oh, I need to mail this to Mary today, and putting something in my car. And then I don't know what happened.
Okay.
It might. Check the books. That would make sense because it was in a box. Listen, also missing in the depths of my car is a key fob to my mom's apartment. Fortunately, she's like, it's no big deal to get another one because this is a senior living residence. So they're kind of used to people losing key fobs. Like, all right, fair. That's a thing that has happened. One of my favorite It is one of my favorite things about Groomed. It's very superficial, but it's the easiest show to
Oh
travel
my God.
to
Yes.
because Marta is amazing. Georgia has that Marta, for those of you not from the area, is not some like nice concierge lady who helps you get places. That is Metro Atlanta Rapid Transit
Authority.
Authority. I'm like, wait, there's another A. Marta. You collect your baggage from the airport. You look at the signs. You walk out a specific exit. You cross the street. You go up a flight of stairs, escalator or elevator. You hop on a train that departs every 2 damn minutes. You go to the convention center, you walk down the stairs, there's your hotels, all the hotels, the convention center, everything is right there. It's beauteous.
I mean, and we don't even have to go anywhere for dinner. There's what, at least 3 decent restaurants there.
You know what? DoorDash is a thing now. That's all I know. DoorDash is now a thing. Slutty Vegan had 2-for-1 burgers at one of their locations. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yummy. That's right, y'all. You heard me. I said Slutty Vegan. And the names of some of their burgers are a Sloppy Toppy, Fussy Hussy, Dance Hall Queen. And that's just off the top of my head. I forget the rest of them. Oh, Mary.
Yes.
We've been waxing poetic. It's time to hit a button. We'll be back in just a few seconds. As a house call groomer, the idea of van and generator maintenance had kept me out of one for years. But Hanvey Engineering and Design has been making mobile grooming vans for 20 years now and has thought of that. No generator to maintain, repair, and replace. No propane to fill or worry about running out in the middle of winter. Hanvey vans have the lowest operating costs out there. I know I'm sold, but check out their latest innovations for yourself at hanvey.com. By the way, two things. When we finish recording the podcast, I'm going to go check in the book I kept, because that would be funny.
That would be hysterical. And I would want to definitely check the books for the check, because I'm bringing these books to Tacoma. I have a booth. I would hate to sell a book
that had a check in it.
Had a check in it.
By the way, Mary, speaking of one of our fantastic sponsors, did you get into the new Hanvey van, the Big Van Energy?
Oh my goodness. Yes, and I saw the van. I saw the van last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I take it back. Did not see the big energy one.
BVE.
BVE. They were, I guess, working on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to see some things.
Now
But I actually got to sit in Beth's van before she did.
And actually, there's something else that they're working on that is a secret that I can't tell anybody yet, but that I'm very excited about. But two things, and now I have to, just in all fairness, I have to get in the Wagon Tails Clean Energy one, because this is a lithium battery powered van, the Hanvey van. So you can now run your air conditioner and your dryers, including a K9-2. They put the K9-2 in there while you don't have to idle. There's no more idling. The AC was strong, and the dryers were also really strong. Like, I really liked the Hanvey dryer and the fluff dryer. I tried to compare it, because everybody's kind of used to the K9, and I think there's a lot of thought out there that goes, oh, if you're in a mobile van, you're not going to have a good dryer necessarily, because you're not going to get that K9 power.
Oh, hey, I will say this for the generators. Oh, yes, you can.
Well, with the generators, you totally can, but you may not want to sit there with the generator idling, and a lot of states are now having laws against
Well, no, let's
idling or
not,
running generators.
no. Let's not pass along incorrect information.
Oh, that's right. The generator is different than idling.
The generator is different than idling. And those states that do have both idling and generator laws, it's not intended for, you can idle a vehicle if you are working in the vehicle.
Yeah.
And the same thing with the generator. Okay. So the generator thing that was going in California had more to do with the like the portable equipment that some of the landscapers have.
Oh, yeah.
That was not the intention of the generators in a vehicle. And let me tell you something, the recreation industry got that down really quickly. They put a lot of money into getting rid of that particular bill.
But this is just, you can run everything off the battery. And I was trying to tell the difference between the dryers, between like the Hanvey dryer on full and the K9 dryer, the K9 2. Like if you blindfolded me and switched them up like the eye doctor, like I couldn't see, I don't know if I could pick them apart. They were that good, that close. I was super, super excited. But that's one of the reasons we go to trade shows. We try all the new things because there's always coming out with new technology.
Yeah, I mean, I still bought stuff even though I'm not grooming anymore. Okay? What I bought was mostly t-shirts.
I bought some tea towels. I bought more ISB shampoo for them to ship.
I found a t-shirt that has a little dog with Pooh Bear. Yeah.
Cute.
Yes, that was actually probably my favorite purchase.
I have towels that it's, I forget, I am also tired. They're puns on cat hair and dog hair, and I'm not shedding, I'm sprinkling fairy dust or whatever. And one is a cat and dog, and it said, let's drink wine and judge the humans. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. So, all right, but I also got a new comb, and I wish I had it with me, but it's in the car in the UV sanitizer because I've been using it by Fame. And I think they call it the Wave comb. So you know what the half moon comb looks like, right? Okay, so half of that is the half moon comb, and the other half is like the opposite. So if a half moon comb goes like a half moon, this part looks like it's inverted. So it's like a wave, like a whoop. Picture a comb that would fit around a muzzle.
Oh, really?
Or a leg. Yeah. It's curved like that. Oh, it's so beautiful. It works really well. That and the Evolution magnetic comb are now my two new favorite combs. Like I need those two, and that's.
You know, one of the reasons that I always loved going to trade shows was because of all the new stuff. And you know what? Right now it's like really bittersweet because I'm still going to the trade shows and I'm seeing all this new stuff that I really wish I would have had while I was still grooming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that would have made my life so much easier. That would have made my life so much easier. Gee, that would have made my life so much easier. Where were you 10 years ago?
And the classes were great.
I wouldn't know because
you were teaching some of them, even though by the way, y'all, I'm not tooting our horns. I'm not saying just the pet first aid classes for Mary or the classes I taught were great. They're just, the level of education was okay. For those of you not watching on YouTube and wondering why I just burst out laughing for no apparent reason, Mary hit mute just in time. Apparently, Ernesto had the nerve to open the door or something because Pooh just went apeshit out of her sweatshirt like he was going to kill the invader. You know, his father. Is he calm now? Is that what happened?
No, he's still right now on alert.
I can tell. I can see, but he's quiet.
He's quiet now.
Wow, that was the fastest mute because I didn't hear any of it. I just sounded like a lunatic starting to cackle.
Yeah, as soon as I saw him moving around, I'm like, yeah, this is not gonna be good.
That was a chest burster right there.
Yes, that was.
All right. I lost my train of thought completely because I'm gonna hit a button while we regroup and gather and recap some other things because that was good. Pooh hasn't had an outburst that bad in a while, so be right back.
I'm Chris with Evolution Shears. And you know, I like having good quality shears, but there's no need to pay either an arm or a leg to get fantastic quality shears here at Evolution Shears. No arms or legs required. Right, guys? Can we have our violins back? Yeah, anyways. Sure.
I was totally born with a pair of swivel shears in my hand. That's why I'm trying to be so nice to my mother now.
Your volume needs to be up a bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh. That makes sense. That got something got hit. Something got hit. Is that a little better?
Much better. I would love to be able to bring Pooh to a trade show.
You'd love to bring Pooh to a trade show?
Love to be able to bring him.
Oh, be able to. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he's not going to have a good time.
No, he's not. I think if you ever go to the city again, like just walk through New York, you should bring him because that's a security system right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's a security system.
Okay, what we were talking about was the education at Groomed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was going to say because there was a whole, Angie Coates did a whole class about Doodlegate and making sure your paperwork is in order. And I referenced it in my doodle class. What was that?
I would have loved to watch this. I would love to have something in that class.
I need to watch that class. I need to take that class because I do the quick sum up in my doodle class because I'm trying to get through so many hours of stuff in a 1 hour package, but it needs to be covered now because it was a communication issue. What are you getting into, young dog?
All right, so that brings us into a topic again of communication. Actually, just really quickly going back a second. The first aid classes that I teach at the WPA and again at Super Zoo sell out quickly. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be in Vegas, and if you want to get into the first aid classes, those classes sold out like 3 weeks before the show. And one thing I'm going to ask people who take the class, bring a pen to class.
Oh my God. Yes.
Please bring a pen. But okay, now back over to, they should put that in the description. I think I'm going to bring a pen.
You will get a workbook to take notes in. Bring a pen or pencil.
Crayon, marker, I don't care.
And I would also like to say for the record, I deserve a cookie because we were across from, what was the booth we were across from, Mary? The general distributor. And they had these 3D printed poodle statues that were very cute. I think Pet Store Direct, maybe. And I had googly eyes in my purse.
I saw them. And just so we're clear, it wasn't that she had like a little plastic container of googly eyes. She had like a Tupperware sized thing of googly
Small
eyes.
Tupperware. It was an assortment of googly eyes.
An assortment of googly eyes.
And I did not stick any on the poodle because I did not think my fellow vendor would appreciate it. And I adulted several times. Like I went to sleep early because I had 8 a.m. classes. And like, who are you even?
Yeah, she didn't come out to dinner with us because apparently she was tired. She had to work on something for a class in the morning. And I'm like, well, that's the first.
I know. Apparently, I've done some growing up. That's some bullshit, Mary.
Yeah, you got his attention again.
I spit all over myself a little bit, but no,
All right.
it's a thing.
So bringing it into, again, communication.
Yes.
Really, I was not able. There was a couple of classes that I think I would have liked to have taken. It was not possible. That's my only issue with going to a WTA show is I never get to take a class.
Yeah. That's my issue with all the trade shows. That's why I'm so grateful for positive educational training. Unplayed plug, because I can take that at my leisure.
Yeah.
I know you're not, whatever. I started to yell at my dog, but that one wasn't his fault. So I'm going to lay off him.
Okay. So communication is really, really good. Okay. So as speakers, we get speaker contract.
Mm-hmm.
And
Read them.
read them.
Read
Okay.
them. Don't just skim them. Go, yeah. Covers all the bases. Yeah, no. Read them carefully because even now, and I think I will sometimes because I'll read it quickly once. I'll miss like a date is off or something, and I'm like, oh, I should have said this, and I should have done this, and I'm like, yeah.
Usually, it's the hotel nights for us. That
Yes.
number is actually correct.
Yes.
And a good time to look at what it is they expect you to teach. Really nice. And that's all laid out, compensation and what they expect from you, yada, yada, yada. So take the time to read them. Barclay does contracts as well, too.
Mm-hmm.
And, I didn't have found out earlier. I did not realize I was teaching a cat class in Tacoma.
Oopsies.
But I figured it out before the contracts came because one of my friends who owns a grooming shop in the area, she goes, I'm going to send my two of my employees to take your cat class at Tacoma. And I'm like, what cat class?
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Let me go check the website because I did not realize I was actually teaching a cat class. Well, but anyway, read your contract. Know what it is that's expected of you, what time you're starting. Timing can be really important. Like Chris at 8 o'clock in the morning classes. We used to start that first aid class at 8 o'clock in the morning until we begged them.
I actually, I do and I don't mind the 8 o'clock classes. Like I'm not a morning person. So just gearing myself up for that is a lot, but then I'm done for the day. And since I'm there with a vendor, I have like, I get done with the class. The trade show's not open yet. I can relax. I can have a second cup of coffee. I can get in the booth before opening and we're good.
Yeah. the 8 o'clock classes at Super Zoo is not as bad, but coming from the West Coast to the East Coast, that class that's starting at 8 really is 5 o'clock in the morning for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a morning person either, Chris.
Which is why I try to be really conscious when I have to text you in the morning, and I'm like, wait, don't text Mary before noon my time.
You can text me all you want. My phone's on do not. There is nothing coming through. There's a couple of apps that will go through, like I have the earthquake and the tsunami apps. That'll go through my do not disturb and wake me up.
Well, see, I'm afraid to put it on do not disturb because if an emergency happens with my mom and they call from not her number or her cell phone, they won't be able to get in touch with me. You know what I mean?
My phone is not on do not disturb. It's also not, my phone's in the bedroom because it also acts as my alarm clock.
Yes.
So hubby's phone is in the living room. The kids will know if it's important, they'll call his phone. Now my husband's phone is ringing at 1 o'clock in the morning. We're going to get up and answer it because more than likely it is an emergency. Except when we first moved here, because we had the 203 area code, so all the spammers from 203 were calling. So what was 9 o'clock their time was 6 o'clock my time, which is why the do not disturb went on in the first place.
It is about time to hit a button, but I just want to share that my stupid dog is not as stupid as he seems because I got the Kong squeezy treat thing to put in his Kong toy. And he knows it comes out of that can, so he wants that can, but there's some in his toy, but he keeps going for the can. So is that smart or dumb, or is he just a smart, stupid dog? A stupid, smart dog? A little both?
He knows where it's originating from.
Yes. He figured out it was in the toy. He knows where it's originating from.
Well, that's like Reno, okay? Mickey. Mickey knows if he goes, we keep the door to the closet closed because Mickey will go in and steal a shoe. And he will very proudly walk around with that shoe in his mouth in exchange for a treat. And if you ignore him, he'll just like sort of bump into you with the shoe. See what I got? I got a shoe. Wouldn't you like this back?
See, no, I am possessive of my shoes. I would not trade the treat for a shoe. There would be screaming and threats, and they better drop the shoe. But
he treat when he drops the shoe, and then we go over to the treat bag.
Okay. 30 seconds. Be right back. Pet Edge is your provider for professional grooming supplies at great prices. Check their website often for new products, sales, and special offers. For a limited time, save 5% off your order with promo code TRAVELER5. Find what you need to succeed at petedge.com.
Their delivery is really good, by the way, Pet Edge.
Oh, good.
I ordered 2 gallons of a disinfectant, and I think it was here like in 2 days.
Nice. I haven't had to order things in so long. The big stuff I just get at the 2 shows I drive to, 3 shows I drive to. So it's rough.
So
all right.
Reading contracts.
Reading contracts. Now that it goes for speakers and it goes for everything. Like if you are a contractor or a vendor or your grooming clients should read the contracts, because a lot of times what happens is people get annoyed at something that happens and they're like, this is personal and this is awful. And it's like, No, it's basic and it's right here in like big letters, 5 different places. Like,
We were in Hawaii. We took an ATV tour through a farm. It had cattle in it. And, very beautiful thing. But they gave us the forms to sign, the waivers. And most people were just checking it off. We read it. And it was like really clear. If you are dismembered during this outing, you will not sue us. If you die during this outing, your surviving family members will not sue us. I mean, it just went on and on and on of all the things that we could die doing and signing. And then at the very end, because it was a cattle farm, it recommended that for an extra, I don't know, like 10, 15, whatever bucks, they had like coveralls to cover yourself and your clothes.
that sounds like a worthwhile $15.
Oh, yeah, because this was a cattle farm, okay? And we're like, yeah, we're going to spend, not everybody did. There was big regrets afterwards. Yeah, we're going to spend the 15, whatever. It could have been more than that, and I think we would have been fine with it because this is a cattle farm.
That's like if you go on a mud run, there's always a pile at the end of the mud run to donate your shoes. So if you just don't want to bother, you wear your running shoes that are on their last legs and they are covered in filth. You throw them in that pile and someone else will wash them. Some charity will take them and wash them and donate them. And
Right. You know what? Another reason for going to the trade show is sometimes not so much what they have for sale there, so not the vendors that are there. You learn, like, I just ordered for a new pair of sneakers. I'm really big on spending money on my footwear.
mm-hmm.
Okay. I have to, my knees, my hips, my back will all benefit from really good shoes. And I know when I start having, like, my knees start to hurt, I'll look down at my shoes and go, yeah, they're dead. Time to get multiple pairs. But anyway, so Beth got a pair. They're from On. O-N.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird looking. And she was talking to Christine, who was the educator coordinator.
Yes.
And they were talking about those particular sneakers. All right. So I'm like, well, they were complaining about the cost, because I hated spending all this money on these sneakers. These are the best sneakers I ever got. I got 2 pairs of sneakers and a pair of boots now. So I go to the website and I order a pair. And honestly and truly, if you already buy good sneakers, these are not outrageously expensive. They're in that same price range. So with tax, for waterproof sneakers, it's like $184 free shipping coming tomorrow. So the point being there is that when you talk to people, so you pick up all these other little tidbits from things I never would have even considered or even thought to look for that particular brand. But 2 people there talking about how great it is, give it a whirl.
See, I don't know. I have foot problems. So I'm very
Vanessa's got wide feet. They have 2 types that are wide widths. I'll let you know.
Yeah, sorry, wait, squirrel. We're in the middle of a podcast. You said shoes, it's a thing, it happened. That's a later thing. I have to look at that later, Chris.
Yeah, so I ordered a pair. They're coming tomorrow. I will wear them and I will report back to you.
Okay. Ooh, stable purple.
I got light blue, but you see some of the colors they got there, right? If this pair works out, I see a couple of other pairs in my future.
They don't have that in wide. All right. Yeah, that's a. All right. Focus, Chris.
Back to work.
Back to work. I feel like, though, one of the things we don't always take into account when we're talking about trade shows is that it is a work weekend. It is a fun work weekend. And that's why I adulted, because I'm like, I want it. I'm here to work. Let's focus and do the things.
Well, yeah, you have to take into account that you're there and not at your normal place to work.
Right.
So, like for me, I have articles to write. I got programs I'm writing. I'm not getting any of that done there. I'm there. It is strictly whatever it is I'm teaching there. So, plus, took an extra day, came home on Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. And like I said, I'm exhausted. I do have Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. You need some time off. There was, guy's name is Brian from Monza. This is his first really big trade show he was going for. You know, I had to go back to, I'm going back to work. No, you took like Monday off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes that's a lesson to learn. Not all the time you have that you're able to take the time off, right? But one of the things I would tell you, if you're going to a trade show, right, and you're going to go, let's say the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, okay, budget the time to take the day off beforehand and at the very least a day off afterwards. The body and your brain will thank you for doing that. It's better if you could take 2 or 3 days off because a trade show can be really overwhelming.
Yes. And that's what a lot of people like. They're like, this is overwhelm. And they're like, it's my first, it's overwhelm. I'm like, it can be your 15th, your 47th. There's still a lot of overwhelm because it's a lot.
Some people who thrive on that how high that energy is, right?
Oh, wait, hang on. Let's not get behind. I'm going to hit a button. And then we'll talk about thriving on energy. I love being a house call groomer, but I hate doing laundry or worrying about asking my clients for fresh towels. Raypet has solved those problems for me with the Wet Pet disposable towel. Taking up much less space than traditional cotton towels and easy to wring out and reuse, these super soft, comfy, absorbent towels eliminate any cross-contamination concerns between pets. And now their new smaller washcloth size can even help those sensitive eye areas. Great for cleaning out wrinkles gently and thoroughly. Need to keep water bowls for your clients on hand that are easy to disinfect, but hate all the room traditional clanky metal bowls take up? Or just have a very active pet? Their collapsible silicone bowl comes with an aluminum D-ring hook that can be attached to your pet's leash or anywhere else in your van for easy storage. You can get one by itself or in their handy travel kit, along with a set of 3 tick removers and 1 small wet pet towel. So stop by their website to check it out, raypet.net, and tell them the Traveling Groomers sent you. Okay, some people thrive on all of that energy, but
you got to raise your volume again.
my volume is, I got to move closer. My volume's the same. It didn't move this time.
All right. So some people thrive on that amount of energy. Okay? However, even for those that thrive on that amount of energy, it's like being pumped up on sugar and then the sugar crash.
Yeah. Yeah. I find that when I get home because trying to raise my volume in settings in Zoom, seeing if that helps, but it's not happening because technology. I stupidly planned to do stuff on Monday when I came home and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get off the plane, but then I got to go do this, this, and this. Mary, you get one guess as to which of those things happened that I plan to do.
You got off the plane. After that, it's a crapshoot.
I got off the plane and I got home safe.
There you go.
And then that exactly is what happened. Nothing else.
Sitting at the airport at Atlanta. I'm in the Delta Lounge enjoying breakfast. Okay. Took forever to go through security, even with TSA and clear. Good timing. And we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, all the alarms are going off. All right. We have an emergency. Stay put until we tell you otherwise.
Oopsies.
Yeah, I was not looking forward to being evacuated from the building and then have to go back through security.
See, that was my trip because I finally got TSA pre-check. I got my real ID. I got my pre-check. So now I was like, do I keep clear or just do pre-check? So this was like my trial run because both Newark and Atlanta are both very busy airports. But yeah, no, I'm keeping them both.
Yeah.
I'm keeping them both. And it's sorry for jumping on your story. That just made me realize, like, no, if you travel 2 or 3 times a year, just go with pre-check and get there early. If you travel to trade shows as much as I do, I think I'm doing 12 this year. Now, 3 of those I'm not flying to, but that's still a lot of flights. No, I know it's worth it.
Yeah. And Clear just renewed for me and my husband. Saw that on my credit card bill.
You're like,
whatever. My husband doesn't travel nearly as much as I do. And even he loves it, okay? Because he's a lot like me, in which we really don't like to wait online if we don't have to. So anything that moves us to the front of the line legitimately without cutting people off.
Oh, no. Well, and Seattle, you fly in and out of Seattle. That's another one of those airports.
Oh, my God.
Seattle's
Well, the problem is SeaTac also gets all the traffic for the cruise ships that go out of Seattle. Friday's a horrible day to be at SeaTac. Monday can be just as bad.
Yeah, Sunday night and Monday can be just as bad, and you can still be standing in line an hour. It's brutal.
Brutal.
And no, just to clarify, because let's not give out misinformation. You 100% cut people in line when you have clear. You 100% cut people in line. They will go, and it was, I was struggling to keep a straight face at Newark because there wasn't, the time of day I was flying, there weren't that many people. There was one other person in front of me that was pre-check. And the person from Clear was like, no, wait, put me in front of him. And he's like, just you absolute cut the line.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
Legitimately cut the line.
But it's a legitimate cut.
Yeah.
But it's like, have fun there.
Yeah. So yeah. Is Atlanta the busiest airport in the United States?
I don't know.
Well, being a SeaTac's my home airport, I know exactly how busy.
It's Atlanta. It's Atlanta.
I thought so. It was brutal.
And the world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let me double check. In the world.
So I'm pretty sure.
No, wait, Dubai.
So at Atlanta, okay, the TSA and Clear line probably had about 50 people in front of me, okay? However, on the other side, had to have been, I don't know, 400 people trying to get through that one checkpoint.
No, the top busiest airports in the world, it's Atlanta, Dubai, and DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Okay.
And then Heathrow. So yeah.
Okay. So anyway,
Sorry. Travel aspirations. For those of you who don't go to trade shows, this is the part where you're like, or you drive to your local show, this is the part where you're like, oh, thank God, I don't have to deal with that mess. By the way, what happened? Did you not evacuate?
no, we did not, because whatever the problem was, they found it and we did not have to evacuate. So again, I was not looking forward to that. And my flight at that point was going to be boarding in about 15 minutes. And I was tired, 6-hour flight, and I still had anywhere between a 2 and a 3-hour drive home once I got my car. I was not looking forward to how that was going to mess up what time I got home on Tuesday.
Fair. Fair. All right. It's technically a little soon, but I want to get back on track and maybe end on time. So I'm going to hit our very last button of the day. Introducing the Mobile Groomers Companion Guide, your essential 90-page resource for launching a successful mobile grooming business. This comprehensive guide equips you with all the essential insights to conduct thorough groundwork before making a substantial investment in a vehicle. Discover invaluable sections covering client, pet, groomer, and vehicle safety, routing and scheduling techniques, as well as pricing strategies. Get your copy at positiveed.com/books.
Okay.
And we're back. Okay. So yeah, both of us are still a little loopy because while I did nothing Monday, I did groom yesterday and today. And today I had two of my 3 dogs were special needs. My Afghan hound that I talk about all the time is now special needs because she's a little old lady now. She's a little old lady and we're still attempting to keep her in full coat. Like an attempt has been made, but we skipped a couple appointments. So she was kind of in rough shape, and trying to get an Afghan hound dry and brushed out while she's like, yeah, I'm not standing today and you can go fuck yourself if you think I'm going to stand is challenging. And she just laid down for 90% of it, and that was it. I think we did an installment plan.
Ah, that's what I called it, grooming on the installment plan.
And I'm just gonna drop by her house like Saturday afternoon and pop by and brush her out some more, because that one leg that she really, really wanted to lay on that one side, that one rear leg, I'm like, yeah, that needs some things. That needs some work. But thank God I had Cam. I was like, can you help me hold her up for a minute? Because there are places that are really wet that need to get a little drier at least.
All right. So trade show season is in full force right now.
That's right. This year is strange because Pasadena got canceled. Rescheduled. Pasadena got rescheduled. So that's right. Now it is pretty much back to back with the Colorado show. And if this year doesn't kill us, it'll level us up. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So we have Intergroom next, Tacoma after that. And don't forget, Fun in the Sun was canceled last year. They moved it to Jacksonville.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going.
I'm going.
I know you're going. What's to do in Jacksonville, Chris?
I have no idea. I'm trying to actually, Groom Expo West, Rocky Mountain, trying to actually get a tally of the amount of shows I'm going to be at this year.
Well, it's a lot, more than me. All right, and we do want to say, if you see us at trade shows, good Lord, stop us and talk to us.
Yes. 11? Do I have that right? Only, oh, I don't have New England down in here. 12.
Okay. New England is a maybe for me.
Really?
Yeah, my daughter lives in New
Oh,
England.
that's right. I forgot.
So
That's
it's a maybe.
right.
I would like to go to that show before they pull the plug on it.
I have this horrible feeling that I don't have the dates for something in my phone. And that's going to bite me in the tuchus, June 6th to 9th. Why is it not in my phone?
All right.
No, there it is. It's there. Anyway, if today's episode was a little bit loopy, it's because we are a little bit loopy. I don't know what else to tell you, but the education was amazing. The people are really amazing too. I had a wonderful time talking to everybody. Everybody is so friendly. It's a nice show. Like it's a good show. So I had a great time talking to y'all. And yeah, say hey, like the podcast if you see us at a show. You've got a better chance of seeing me at a show than Mary, because apparently that's what I do now. Oh, I'm going to the Heartland of America show this year.
Okay,
In
that's
Kansas
another
City.
one. I'm not going to. You know what? That's a show I would like to go to because I have a good friend that lives in Kansas City.
I've never been to Kansas City. I have to make sure there is room in my shot glass cabinet. Oh, and I'm going to put this out there. The Teton show is now in Salt Lake City, and it started in the Tetons in Idaho Falls. I don't have a shot glass from Idaho, and I need one. I will gladly pay you back if any of you Idahoans. That sounds awkward AF. Is that what people from Idaho are called, Mary? Is it Idahoans?
But I'm pretty sure Salt Lake City is like just over the border, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not going to have time to go and get one. But if anyone brings me one, I would so appreciate it. I will 100% pay you back for it, because I'm not sure how that didn't happen.
Okay.
Or
I won't
why,
be going
but-
to that show this year either, though it's a show that I would like to go eventually.
Yeah. It's a fun show. Quincy does a good job running it. I enjoy all the small shows. Oh wait, Arizona. 13. Is that a thing? It might be 13. Chicago. Did I count wrong? It can't be 14 shows, Mary.
Well, what can I tell you?
When we stop recording, I'm gonna do that again. Because what have I done? What have I done?
All right, Chris.
I say with joy because I still like it. All right, we're ranting, and it's officially time to go. Anything else we need to cover, Mary?
No, that's it.
Okay. Guys, safe travels and happy grooming. Well, that was fun, but now it's time to head home. We hope you enjoyed listening as much as we enjoyed chatting with you. If there are any topics you'd like us to discuss or guests you want to see join us on this crazy road trip of ours, let us know in the Traveling Groomers Facebook page. Don't forget to thank our sponsors. And see you next week, guys. Safe travels.